Good afternoon, everybody. Well, actually, good morning. This your boy Ruff Pupps Kennels. This my boy Saint Bernard, aka Red Rufus. I mean, aka Blind Bandit. All right. So what we gonna do today is Monday the 23rd. I want to start a little exercise program for myself. So I figured if I start with you guys live, I might commit myself and I might go ahead and make it happen. So, he trying to bite my finger. This little barbecue sauce and all this little steak he eating on. I just wanted to do something to kind of keep him a little cool. I'm gonna have to get him out the picture in a minute, but like I said, this is a channel for dogs, so I can't do what I want to do without bringing Saint Bernard in the focus. But today, the real focus is going to be about mental awareness, physical health. So today I'm going to start a 90-day program. We're going to start off with 3 minutes stretching, a couple minutes of yoga, some other forms of calisthenics, and we're going to see where we can take our body in 90 days. So I'm going to go ahead and put this boy up for a minute. I got a couple females and he keep trying to hump on his son. I don't know why, but I do know that ain't a good thing. And his son, he's still a puppy. His son only like a year and a half. So, but still, some of my dogs just don't like to be humped on. And eventually that boy ain't gonna like to be humped on, and it's gonna be a problem. So right now, it's just something, but I've been trying to keep him from that. So right now I got females coming in heat, and they ain't in heat yet, and he just a horny devil. But at least I know he a lover, not a fighter. He just trying to get on top of whatever he can. He ain't too much. But all right, we finna start this little program. I'm gonna go ahead and put him up, and we're gonna go from there. Come on, camera shot. Good boy. I know you can't see much. All right, people, forget a few seconds of that. Had to put them up, had to wash my hand. All right, so early in the morning when you get up, before you go to work, a good way to make your old body feel a little bit less old is like simple stretches. You know what I'm saying? I'm 54 and I got back issues. I worked all my life. That's a whole nother topic. So with that being said, you can get into what they call a downward dog position, if I'm not mistaken. And we just gonna do like 3 minutes of simple stretches, give or take. Just stretch your back out, stretch your arms out, go forward, lean forward as far as you can, as close as you can, and the object is to really stretch your old bones out. You know what I'm saying? The body is a machine, and it's real simple. If you got certain parts of your body that you're not moving, they gonna stiffen up, and that's just how it is. So by just doing simple stretches, and like I said, with this downward dog position, you're not putting a lot of stress on your body. You're not doing a lot of harm at all, but you're definitely getting your heart rate going. You know what I'm saying? You're getting your endorphins going and things of that nature. So That's important. I'm not really going to talk a lot about future breedings and things of that nature. I am concerned about the state of America that we are in today. And it is, I watch the media, I watch the internet, and I read. And I'm concerned about a lot of the misinformation that's being put out there to the American public. And then what I'm more concerned about is the fact that they want us to believe some of the things that they say to us. Republican or Democratic, a person has to be a human first. A person has to be a human first. Republican or Democrat, a person has to be a human first. And to be a human, and I say human because it's not, you could be a barbarian in a human's body, but when you become an educated, spiritual human being, you start to care about life. That's what separates the Egyptians' greatness and the barbarians of the past. It's all in the same body. I know my dog is telling me not to really preach too much because I'm just getting my channel going and I don't want to say the wrong thing to offend people, yet and still, I'm 54 years old and I'm getting older. So, alright, when you see a lot of injustice, you have to say something. So, after 54 years of seeing so much injustice, you have to say something. So, okay, that's our initial stretches. That was pretty simple. I ain't really timing it. But now I'm going to do a form of yoga or loga. It's another form of stretching. Basically, all you're just doing is trying to stretch. Anyone can do it. You could be 12, you could be 112. You can get up. And then if you really want to put the yoga into it, close your eyes. Take yourself somewhere peaceful. Take yourself somewhere where you're not getting bombed daily. And when you think about religion, when you think about Buddhism, when you think about Christianity, when you think about Judaism, when you think about all these religions, people have to be, most of those people claim to be God-fearing people. None of those people say they devils outright. Because it wouldn't work. Their lies and plans would not work if they said I was a devil outright. I did some research a while ago and I came across a map. It's a map, it's a map, and it's an old map. And on that map, almost 40% of that map said Indian territory. That map today does not. So when you understand history, you understand the blight of the Middle East. See, a lot of people talk about you anti this or anti that. Jews, American, Christians, whatever. But a lot of people don't even understand that Israel is not the Israel that they're talking about in the Bible. That Israel did not exist over 80 years ago. That Israel was implanted by Americans for settlers in the Middle East. But yet and still, that Israel was planted by Americans. That is American settlement. So with that being understood, they're trying to branch out more, which is just the way they conquer. It's not nothing that you can't read or see. Ask the Indians. They said, they came and was saying this is not a war. This is peace. We're gonna deal with peace with strength. That does not mean kill all the leaders. That does not mean kill all the scientists because they have knowledge. These scientists are just people trying to feed their family, but because they're in a different country, their life is at stake. Everybody's saying we're not trying to create no problems, we're trying to live. But you living on oil-rich land. And people have to understand that the reason Trump and the other Republicans are trying to go away with electric, go away with energy saving products is because they're going to steal the land from the Middle East. And if there's no need for us to use that oil, they ain't gonna have that $1 trillion backlash that Trump is looking for by starting a war. Because all wars, someone wins, someone loses, and the whole thing that happens is they lose land or they lose people. And the funny part about it is when you realize that you are nothing but a tax number here, you're nothing but a tax number here. You're not allowed to say anything here. If you say anything, you risk your freedom as a free human being. You can't disagree with injustice. That makes you unjust. Even if you've seen all these territories in the land that you were born in, you had no say-so where you were born. I'm a born American. Oh, and I love myself. So therefore, it's my job to do good and inform others to do good. There's no true Jew who wants to see kids and mothers murdered. All the men are dead, half dead. You're starving all the kids. This is no longer nothing but a genocide. Anyone who disagrees is like weird. But it's okay. It's a lot of weird stuff here. And then what's so funny is a lot of the Europeans that are here that are tax numbers like me are not faring as well as me because the giant monster is designed to eat everything. Eat everyone involved. It's called the id. Have you ever seen something called the never-ending story? It's about when all wickedness just travels and travels, and it cloaks itself. Now this particular exercise here, you can do this on the table counter. All you're doing is lifting yourself up. You can be standing on your tippy toes, you can be doing both. So of course, eventually we're going to try to get to a point where we're doing stuff, maybe 1 or 2 forms, but we're not there yet. So we're just gonna keep stretching, and really this is really just a part of stretching as long as you don't add that into it. So if you don't add that, you're just stressing. Now, stretching rather. So the second thing we're gonna do, you can act like this is the top of one of your doors. You just pulling your arms down and just allowing your back, taking some of that pressure off your back. You don't really have to take your feet off the ground, but you know, you can still get as low as you can and wiggle your back. Try to get those balls moving. Excuse me, see there? I'm shaking something up. And of course, with this, you eventually want to be able to pull yourself up once, twice, but we're not there yet. We're just gonna pull ourselves up and use our tippy toes and pull ourselves up. All right. Now, we can't talk about war and not talk about this climate. We have to realize that taking all this oil out of the earth is changing climate. Everyone knows it. No one says anything. So, today, I'm going to announce my new venture. I have an electric solar powered car. It's going to be sponsored by Stellantis. The company is called Solar. It's going to be the first fully functional solar powered electric transportation unit. These vehicles is going to change the earth, but actually we have the technology and Ben had the technology, and now we just have to have the wheel. So later on, as I get more technologists involved, because electric batteries and solar batteries are similar, but they're not the same. So as I share this information, I share it with a time date on it. Today is June the 23rd. It's around 10:15, and I'm announcing the birth of the new company, Solar. It's going to be a solar-powered engine transportation unit. So a lot of people are afraid of just straight electric, and I understand that. That's why the dual-powered cars, gas and electric, are popular. But we're going to take the gas out the equation. We got some solar panelists, we got some solar designs coming in. Now, the reason I decided to put this in y'all ears today is when y'all gave the green light on that Tesla truck. It's really futuristic. It's really catching people's eyes, and the public is accepting it. So I'm sure, they're going to accept these solar vehicles. We're going to make, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So just the concept is amazing. So we have all the work people here. Like I said, I work for Stellantis myself. We have all the manpower in Michigan. I'm a proud Michigander, and our slogan is Pure Michigan. So in order for us to really stand on that, we have to find a way to get to our work, get to our families, and then also care about our community, our environment. So be looking for these solar powered cars by the Solar Company. I am the CEO, and also created some of these designs because it's not easy to blend solar and electric. It's not as difficult as people think. So like I said, we're just trying to see how the public is going to react to some of the designs with the solar panels on the hood, on the trunk, on the hood, trunk, and roof. We're gonna have some other designs that I'm not mentioning per se, but hey, anyone willing to join. Because like I said, we got stuff documented, and we just really want more people involved. So that's the next thing. After we get the scientists involved, and it's a shame that people have to be afraid to be a scientist for good. We need solar power scientists. The world is going into this type of world. And to be afraid to get an education because someone would say you're doing it for evil because they want to, They ain't got no proof. All the proof ain't saying nothing. But that scares me, because being a black man in America, I have to use that, because you're looking at a black man in America who have been incarcerated, who has been given way more time than my counterpart would have been given for the same crime. I'm not even gonna say at one time I was innocent, because who wants to hear that? But even as a person who's trying to find his way and did some wrong, don't give me 18 years and then give Jim 18 months on a teller. So it's not hard to see that the system is designed to break people's spirit, to stand up and speak for what's right, to break people's spirit, and to go on to some of the topics. I mean, there's so many topics to talk about in this short period of time. There's definitely some issues going on in America. Now, when these people are killing people blindly and senselessly just because they are told to, which is how the government works. That's how the Army works, how the Navy works, and how it works. So when you kill a scientist, you don't think about his mother, his son, or his daughter. You think about the order that you were given. And he's no longer a person because we told you he was a threat. And you gotta follow your command because you're trying to feed your family. Or whatever you're trying to do. What are you trying to do? World dominance? I mean, we have to understand what's the initial plan. So it's a plan. And then the plan it's not a peaceful way to get world dominance. And then talking about the strip, did I even mention the strip? Just imagine millions of people trapped within a 23-mile area, square mile areas. Okay, I might be wrong by 23. I might even say it's a 30-mile square area. They never was able to leave that area all their life. In prison all their life. 30 miles. Give them motherfuckers 30 miles. Square miles. You born there, you gonna die there. You can't get no passport. You can't get shit. You fucking got to dig a motherfucking hole in the ground because you only got 30 miles to walk on top of it. And that's all you got. And you gotta be real special to get a passport or visa to get out this bitch. Now tell me after that, what is that? What is that? When you got a whole race of people trapped in a 30-mile area for years, they can't even get out that bitch. And then they don't supposed to be upset about it. Shit, that's prison. The strip is a prison. If you can't never get out that bitch, it's a big ass prison. And who wants to be in prison for nothing? Just because I was born here? I'm a prisoner? And that's how I feel. I can't even speak the truth because some people may take it the wrong way. When everything I can say is factual. Look at a calendar. Look at a map. Go do your research on Israel. See what Israel was called before it was Israel. It ain't that long ago. You won't know it because you won't care to look. But when you do take time to look, you'll understand. So when Israel was created, now they just trying to do the same thing they did in America. They let the motherfuckers think they was cool. Then they got Israel strong, built them up with motherfucking every weapon we can build to make sure not a motherfucking bird drop hit the ground. Why would you do that unless you already had a design and plan to be the motherfucking problem that you saying everybody else is? Don't nobody got no motherfucking weapon protection system like that. And if you're doing good, you wouldn't need it. Why would you? Why would you? Oh, because you on land that y'all stole from motherfuckers and all the neighbors upset too. And now you got motherfuckers trapped in the 30-mile crump. Hell yeah, you feel like you need all these motherfucking air defense systems. But let's tell the truth, why? And don't be putting that shit on no religion like Jews, because don't no Jew that I know that's a God-fearing Jew feel like it's okay to commit genocide on any race. But they're afraid to say that because then they gonna get turned away from the other Jews that feel like the motherfucking conquerors feel. And it's sad because you cannot be a God-fearing nothing. Buddhist, witness, Jewish, Christian, and just think it's okay to just be killing all these kids and starving them out and ain't giving them no place to go with my tax-paying dollars. I don't even want to tell a motherfucker how much I pay in taxes. I ain't got no damn choice, I tell you that. And you ain't got one either. I tell you that. And we want to be stuck to poverty, so you got to keep working your ass off. And Let them take all the percentage that they gonna take. Once they take it out your check, they then take it out of the food you buy. Then they take it out of the gas you fucking buy. Then they take it out of motherfucking drink you buy. Motherfucker, your money done got taxed so much times you think you got some money. I better wake up. So I want everyone to stay positive. I had to get that off my chest because I hate to see successful people targeted. I hate to see these church targeted. I hate to see people trying to do good get targeted. You understand? And that's sad. That's sad. And like I said, I feel like a target because I want to try to do good. And another topic we was talking about, and I'm sure if you watch the news at all you hear is people saying about they want to stop people from being enlightened. Stop all you unenlightened people. What the heck is wrong with someone having some enlightenment? That is so freaking moxie my crap. You wanna say a motherfucker wrong for being enlightened? And they say it in your face because they want your ass to be a drone. They want you to motherfucking be a clone. They want your ass to be a fucking slave, modern day slave, good taxpaying slave, which is no matter what color you are, shoot. Your vote, they want you to think all Democrats is this and all Republicans is this. I'm not going to say all Republicans are European descendants from the Europeans that came and conquered America and had the Indians thinking they was going to keep some of their land and now they ain't got a territory in the world. I ain't going to say that these are the exact same people and the exact same descendants, but it so seems similar to the exact same situation. And now we got to be scared. We got to be scared because now motherfuckers going to be trying to hit somebody back. You can't just keep killing people and then don't nobody want to hit nobody back. Come on. And then when they hit somebody back, they're going to say you're a terrorist. Woo-wee. I don't know. I done been to jail. I done been to church. I done been to Jehovah. I done been to God. And I know for a fact, if someone killed my mother, killed my father, killed my grandfather, killed their father, and I was only 8 months, and all I know is that. It's hard to just teach me another language and think I ain't gonna remember that also. I look at the mirror and I see I'm not this. I may should be that or come from this. So when you realize all that stuff, you have all these freaking thoughts in your mind. So they on my mind, you know. I ain't gonna let that stuff stay in my head rent free. I'm gonna go ahead and work out. I'm gonna get my body strong. I'm trying to get my mind strong. I'm gonna try to share some positivity with some people. And even though knowledge is knowledge, it may not always seem positive, but definitely please be aware. Don't be unaware. Because the lack of knowledge ain't gonna help nobody. That's some bull crap. Don't be proud to be no fool. All right, so we're gonna go back into our yoga right now because I need some time to meditate. So we just gonna stretch out. We're gonna close our eyes. Whew. Take some deep breaths. You can go in or out, whatever way I'm going. Yeah, just start to flow like a river, flow like the rain, flow like the wind. Ooh-wee. Oh man, I'm so glad y'all guys are joining me. So hopefully I can be just as productive tomorrow, which is gonna be Tuesday the 24th. I got 90 days before my birthday, so this is gonna be my 90-day challenge. My first challenge is get these old squeaky bones. You hear that crap popping? Yeah, get these old squeaky bones back into motion. So that's what I'm doing. And anybody could do these. These are just simple squats. They kind of wide-legged squats, you understand? But they're simple squats. Go as far as you can. Go as low as you can. Do as many as you can. Whew. The lower you go, freaking more shit you stretching. That ain't stretch. I promise you that. So that's enough of that. My back's starting to tell me to do something different. So, so now this little twist little thing, that ain't gonna never hurt nobody too much. But trust me, you don't want to twist too far, because if you got like a torn disc or you got a fractured spinal cord or spinal disc, I mean, you gotta know who you are and know your body. You'll also know you can take your body to a lot of places. Your body is a temple. Your mind is a temple. Be good. Be positive. Stay fit, healthy. Do good for somebody. And don't be afraid to die for good. We all gonna die. That's what people are so weird about. So, what you gonna live for? Just in the way. When you gonna do something good, do something positive, try to. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do nothing for nobody else, do something for yourself. Get your body in shape. One mother freaking twist at a time. One twist at a time, one bend at a time. You know what I'm saying? Now, later on, we're gonna add weights to our hands. We can have weights to our hands. Up, down, whatever you're doing. All that movement is still good with just this rag in my hand, because trust me, keep doing this consistent, you definitely gonna see some results. So, I'm gonna do a little bit more stretching. Alright. So, when I go to work, I won't be all stiff, you know what I'm saying? Trying to loosen up at the job, walking around like I'm 64 with everything all tennis. And then if I don't take care of it now, it won't take the 64. To be honest, that stuff will be unrepairable. If you don't straighten up these motherfucking stiff bones, you can walk around with that stuff permanently disfigured. Period. You don't have spinal whatever. And I know I got spinal issues, but I ain't gonna just claim I'm gonna stress this little motherfucker out. Now these right here, these ain't really push-ups, but what I'm doing is trying to bend my thighs down there to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit of stretch. Yeah, I'm busting a little bit of sweat. I'm like, I got my fan rotating, but I'm gonna let that mud stay directly on me, because that rotation ain't doing what we need to do. Now, like I said, we can do some pretend push-ups. Just like I said, just going down right now. I ain't really gonna bring the push-ups in just yet. But this stretch, it requires some upper body muscles, strength. It's just don't take as much as a full push-up. You're not really going down. You're just really just bouncing, trying to stretch. Whew. Always find your body alive. So like I say, this first workout is basically a mixture between stretches, not even really calisthenics, just stretches, a little bit of yoga, little words of conversation. Like I said, I started it with my boy Saint Bernard blind bandit. I'm gonna end it with him. Couple stretches. So yeah, by the way, like I said, y'all got any comments, please leave them. Like I said, no one's gonna feel like I feel. I don't deny that everyone should have the right to be able to voice their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I'm all about positivity. Even though what I say ain't always positive. We talking about lives of people dying on all sides of the earth. I understand that. We got a chance to stop the killing. We got a chance to try to do something positive. But like I said, it's also a chance. I didn't get a chance to touch on this topic, but read the book of Revelations, because before it's a world order, it ain't gonna be created by man. Always remember that. So whenever you think they talking about some world dominance, you think they talking about all this, or you see a person trying to do this because they so power hungry and they think the American people support them. You ain't never asked me. I ain't never been a damn poll. I be like, dang, where they be polling all these people from with all these different views and different opinions than what I do? And then they talking about how the media ain't controlled by people. They a freaking lie, man. Man, not too long ago, man, I couldn't even find my own YouTube channel. It was so much political bullcrap on that channel, praising Trump for whatever reason. But the whole point is the fact that you had control over all the YouTube access and I could watch my channel the minute one of my motherfucking videos go off, they popping on, boom, Trump. I ain't even on that type of shit. I'm on some dog shit. And they up there throwing that. So that's when you can tell this shit control, man. And it's meant to control your mind. It's meant to control your heart. It's meant for you to be callous. Because ain't nobody, Jew, Buddha, witness, Christian, no God-being person is going to say it's okay to kill all these kids and keep killing these kids when you know you done already took over all the land. Y'all troops done ran all through that mug. All you doing is blowing up every building they got, so they ain't got no place for shelter. Until you done blow up all the tunnels. The only threat is because a person is a man and cousin to this guy that y'all done killed, because y'all want to kill everybody around him, so thinking no one's going to have memory of what's going on. It's sad. So nobody can claim. And then like I said, what's sad is all these Christians not saying stop the killing. They talking about, oh man, I didn't want to end without this. They talking about how precise the military is. European American military has been the best at killing and taking over people's countries and land. They are like, we surprised. Oh, they killed these people with such accuracy and precision. They lied to them. They probably told them, man, we ain't gonna do nothing for a couple days with their fingers crossed. And then blew them up behind their back. That's why motherfuckers didn't have no motherfucking idea. They was under peace talk. They coming with real peace. Presumably. And then when I'm coming with peace, you blowing up all my shit. That's why you didn't know bombs or shit come back at you, because I thought we were talking about peace. And now you bragging because ain't no bomb come back at you? I thought we was talking about peace. And then they gonna say, well, I'm gonna blow up your shit, and if you do anything back to me, I'm gonna blow up more of your shit. So I'm gonna smack your mama. If you act like you gonna say something, and your mama, and your brother, and your sister, and your kids, and take your land. Or you can have peace talks, and I'm just gonna kill you later on and take your land and put someone in position to pretend they, whatever your nationality is, and that oil gonna be coming out that motherfucker by the barrel, by the gallons. But they gonna keep that shit. Cause solar about to change the game. When I tell you solar is the future, what I'm about to tell you is our slogan. The future is now. So understand that. Starting off this workout with y'all guys. I'm starting off the final touches of solar. So I want y'all to follow me through this whole journey. Not just my fitness change, not just the change with the channel, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we're going to upgrade the channel. I'm doing the best I can. I haven't done anything in a while, and I apologize. But with all the weather, with all the climate change, with all proms, graduation, I'm talking about all kind of stuff we got the privilege to be going to. You know what I'm saying? I don't take for granted this country. Yet and still, I do understand what true freedom is. And you know what I'm saying? If I can't walk down the street and feel safe, not by my own kindness, that's not even what I'm thinking about. Y'all know what I'm saying? That's not true freedom. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like I can get arrested for saying that lives matter, that's not freedom. It was a guy just got out of jail. He was protesting for Palestine or Gaza, one of them motherfuckers. He was an American citizen. They had that motherfucker in jail for 60 days or more. That bitch said more. I don't know. That ain't freedom. He happy to be free from jail. He happy to be free from jail, but do that bitch think he free now? All right then. Y'all better understand that too. I'm free from jail. I ain't free from poverty because of my mama in poverty needing assistance. I ain't free. If my sister in poverty needing assistance, I ain't free. If my brother in poverty needing assistance, I ain't free. I'm talking about literal understanding meaning of freedom. So you know what I'm saying? You don't understand. Oh, shut up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel so much better than my body feels good, and I hope your body feels better too. I really do. So right now I'm gonna go grab a piece of steak. I don't even have my timepiece on me. It ain't about the time. I probably started late, so I ain't gonna try to finish early. But tomorrow we're gonna do the same things. We're gonna add, maybe not even add nothing. We're just gonna stretch the body out. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, 15 minutes of calisthenics and things of that nature do your whole mind and body good. And then like I said, good conversation about being good, being God-fearing humans. God-fearing humans. Man, caring about other people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Caring about other people's lives. Caring about other people. Start there. Caring about other people. If you care about other people, of course their lives matter. So that's a spiritual thing too. Quit being so freaking selfish. You know what I'm saying? Get at others. Get what you're supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? God got us. He got you. You know what I'm saying? Don't settle for less. God said, the Bible tells you you're supposed to take care of your kids, make sure they got something after you gone. That's just period. So that means, how you gonna do that sitting on your ass? You can't do it that way. So he don't want you to sit on your ass waiting for manna out the sky. That's not what he's saying. But he's saying if that's all you got, if you trapped in a prison, if you trapped in a 30-mile prison, then wait for the manna because I'm coming. I got you. And that's the whole difference of the scenario. God will provide. But when you got an opportunity to do some provisions for yourself, like make this company blow up. You know what I'm saying? Solar is going to change Flint, Michigan, period. We got all the work here. I'm paying people fair wages off rip. We ain't trying to fire people off rip, but we ain't trying to just keep people, but I am definitely going to have a higher tolerance of just people going through problems, man. We're going through problems. But those people got to have a will to want help. All of this is about mental health, physical health, spiritual health. You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand that if you got a good job or a decent paying job, that helps you feel better as a man, that helps you feel better as a woman, that helps you feel better as a human. You can be productive. So we're going to try to help more people become productive. Tax-paying motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pay our taxes, but we're going to get paid a fair amount. And then as I figure out my next move, whether it's politics, whether it's religion, whether it's both, because they say you don't supposed to do both, but who is they? Who is they? Who the fuck is they to say what Jehovah has in store for me? So I'm fighting it because we are used to doing what they say do. We've been in a system designed to read what they tell us to read. Matter of fact, what we're given to read, and then we're designed to do what they have told to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be surprised how long it took me to realize that Egypt was a part of Africa. With all these damn white Egyptians on TV, it took me forever to realize that Egypt was in Africa. And everybody in the fucking world know African ain't through no damn Europeans. Never been. So then that take you right back to Jesus. Why in the hell is every book talking about a baby that came from the Nile, that motherfucking is a European? Because everybody know they wouldn't have had to kill all the firstborn son if that nigga was a European. They'd be like, kill the first white motherfucker you see. Because all us motherfuckers, keep it real. So when you read the story, you got to have a little common sense. And then, like I said, even the religion that I believe, they pushing that agenda. all their scriptures, all of their pictures is of a white Jesus. Is that to take away from the black Jesus? Is that to just say it's all about God? It's all about just doing good? It doesn't matter what color it is? And then if it doesn't matter what color it is, why take it away? Why change it? Why alter it? So you have to ask yourself all these questions. And of course, as a God-fearing man, I'm asking myself all these questions. All these questions. Because they're important. So, and like I said, I got to talk to people up high. Why is y'all promoting a European Christ out of Africa? Well, right now, that motherfucker 85% Africans. Motherfucker, it's been that way from the beginning, even after being invaded. Shit. By the British, by every motherfucker that invaded them, that motherfucker still been 80 to 85% Africans. So, Jesus supposed to be coming from some shit that wasn't ever there. So I wonder why do they want to alter our story, our truth, our African truth? Why they want to alter our African heritage? They already took the language, we understand. But why did they do that? Because if they change the language, then we can't do the research on our heritage. So now we change the language and we change the color. We could change everything but the story. You can't change the story because mom was doing so much good. And you can't say it's a European way of life because Europeans do so much murder and killing as far as history says. Just as far as the first British invasions, just as far as the first American invasion, talking about motherfucker discovered something. There's a whole family of motherfuckers living right here. Y'all done discovered it. How the fuck is that? How stupid is that? How weird is that? But they trained you to think that makes sense. There's a whole family and tribe here, been here, all the way from here to Mexico, where they still at. But we discovered it. We conquered it. We killed everyone who was in disagreement. We lied to them and said we was gonna give them this much land. We pushed them and pushed them and pushed them until they was in a motherfucking spot small as God. And we kept them there as long as we could. And then we took them in the spot smaller than that. They just run a couple casinos or whatever you want to call it. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less. It ain't how that map was looking. You get you a nice old map. They got anything that say Indian territory on it. And then you look at it for yourself. Take that map. The earth ain't moved. Earth ain't changed much. You'll be able to find out where Kansas at. You'll be able to find out where Texas at. You'll be able to find out where Utah at. Just like if you do some research, you'll find out where Israel wasn't. And now where Israel is. So it ain't like nobody lying. We all know that those people are not birthright people. And we already know that the birthright people, like so many birthright people, just like our good American Indians, our beautiful friends, I love them, just like the history says, motherfuckers, you see what it was. It's just simple. Motherfuckers, the first boat came in, they made a motherfucking camp plate, tan shit, whatever you want to call it, then bam, bam. They spread it from there. They had all the other motherfuckers coming, boom, boom, boom. They've been doing the same thing to Israel. Now they got Israel so motherfucking crap. They got the motherfuckers on both sides, the strip and on the motherfucking Northland, killing up motherfuckers that's landowners, that was birthright motherfuckers, Americans, fucking them up, not military. Motherfucking Wild Wild West motherfuckers. All I gotta do is do the research. Killing motherfuckers, taking their land. Not caring about life. Greed. Ooh-wee. Greed. Evil. The devil. The devil. And then when motherfuckers talking about death to this and death to that, I mean, I'm sure they don't really mean death to me. Come on, I ain't killing them. So you understand what they're talking about. They said death to the ideology of just taking people's land and trapping them up and killing them and turning them into slaves for your greed and profit. They just said it's death to that ideology of taking people's land, killing them, and then for your greed and profit. That's all they saying. And the Bible gonna agree with that. The Bible gonna read Revelation. Nigga, the Bible tell you that all that motherfucking government shit is gonna be destroyed. So that ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking no motherfucking what they call sleeper cells or no motherfucking anti this or anti that. You can't even be a Christian, because if you are a Christian and you read the Bible, Revelations will tell you that the end is coming. And the end is not gonna come for just us, it's gonna come for the government. The motherfuckers that's caught themselves trying to make this motherfucker whatever they trying to make it. It's not designed to be made like that. And it's not the way God's gonna have it. So when a person says death to these things, is that a religious chant? Or is that a terrorist threat? Or is that an ideology? The Bible say these things will die. Revelations tell you this shit gonna end. And it's gonna be a new birth or something positive that's more God-fearing. And you could be a part of that. The Bible says that. So what can a person do? Can a person say, I want to be a part of the change, or I want to be a part of God's way, and then not be a terrorist or not be anti-nothing? Can I be pro-God? Can I be pro-positive? Can I ask for people to love one another? If you love me, you ain't robbing me. If you love me, you ain't killing me. Bottom line. And I ain't killing you. I ain't after your money. I ain't trying to rob your oil. I ain't trying to motherfucking turn your kids into taxpaying slaves. I'm not doing that. I'm letting you live your life as long as you ain't fucking with me. Because when you fuck with me, I have to say I'm going to claim Jehovah. And I'm going to ask Jehovah's forgiveness. I'm going to ask Jehovah's guidance. I'm going to ask for his vengeance to come upon you. Period. And I'm going to sit there, and maybe I'm wrong for that, or maybe you're right. But I'm just, as a follower, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave it to him. And he's a fair guy. He's just like a fair father. You think any father going to want his kid to be just abused? You think any father just going to sit around forever and just watch his child be destroyed? You got to put God in a real perspective. A lot of us look at him as just a spirit form, and I understand that. We've been taught that, and we don't have a relationship with God. So therefore, what we gonna do? We're gonna look at him as an obscene, abstract form. When you start to read the Bible, when you start to pray more, you'll start to have a better relationship with God, and you'll realize that he's like a fucking father. He gave you life, he's like a father. So just put that in perspective. What father is just gonna watch his kid be destroyed? So you have to understand the change is coming. So you have to be a part of the change, or not trying to be part of the change. Either way it go, it's fair. So I'm gonna go get some steak. I'm gonna bring my little boy on up here. Y'all done let me talk all this time. I done did way too much. It's supposed to be a 15-minute show. I done went in there and got this steak from St. Bernard before I let him outside. So we're gonna say goodbye to y'all. Appreciate everything. And until next time.